Hey guys, this is Joshua David, and I just wanted to come on today and talk about um, a recap of the world, and to see where we're at, and try to fill in a few gaps here because I'm looking at the things that are happening right now, and we're on the brink. We're on the brink. So there's a lot of things that are happening that aren't in the mainstream media. Like for instance, they're downplaying this Ukrainian Russian thing. Okay, well, the backstory of it is Hunter Biden was making business deals, very corrupt business deals, also handing cash to Biden, the big guy, and Ukraine owns Biden. He can tell him to do whatever he wants, and then he'll do it because he doesn't want the information that they have come out. That's a fact, and everybody knows it. So Russia is going to make a move. Why? Because Biden is a failure. Why is Biden a failure? Because Biden is only there to fail. Everything he's done in this last year has failed. Everything. Don't tell me one thing. Some infrastructure bill. The only reason why that passed is because they have a bunch of goodies in there for both teams. But anyways, so we have Ukraine and Russia, okay, and that thing is gonna, like, they're downplaying this thing, but it is gonna pop off like you wouldn't believe. It's also creating, which what I would say, World War III. Now we know that Ezekiel 38 and 39 are bringing in certain aspects in certain countries to align. Okay. Now, do you think if you looked in the Bible and you read Ezekiel 38 and 39 that you would say that that's just a war that's happening in the Middle East again? No, that's a significant war with many countries that involve NATO and superpowers that are, very extreme, actually also missing certain powers that don't do anything. Okay? That to me is World War III. Now, what does Matthew 24 say? Matthew 24 says there's going to be wars and rumors of wars, famine and pestilence, right? And then it also continues on saying, but nation will rise against nation. Now, we're seeing that right now, okay? We're on the brink. So let's go back to Biden for a second. So Biden, to me, is not a president, okay? He's just a front guy. Now, what does Obama say? Where's Obama? Okay, where is this guy? Biden was the vice president for Obama. How come Obama isn't helping out anyway? Obama didn't even endorse Biden, right? Why is that? You don't actually hear about Obama anywhere. You don't actually hear anything about Obama at all. The last time we heard about him was some party that he was going to have that was too big during COVID, and it was going to break all the COVID rules that they put in place. But anyways, what I'm getting at here is on when Obama left and they asked him, would you want to do a third term? He said, if I did want to do a third term, it would have to be somebody up there, and I can sit in my basement and I can tell them what to say and pull all the strings kind of thing. I believe that's what's happening right now. You don't hear from Obama. He doesn't endorse Biden just to make it look like, I have no part of this and I didn't want this. Otherwise, he would have endorsed him. Obama would endorse Hillary Clinton, who's much more of a criminal than Biden is. Well, maybe. But anyways, he doesn't endorse Biden. Why? Because he wants people to think that he has no part of this. The mainstream media doesn't even talk about Obama. When's the last time you heard about Obama, right? Okay. So we have that going on too. Then, the Hunter Biden situation is huge, and the media hit it, right? But now we're left with a president who has failed. But he did it on purpose. We're looking at America, who's got rising inflation, shelves that are empty and look to continue to be empty. Everything that he's tried to pass, it doesn't work. He's tried to undo everything that Trump did, just in spite. Okay, you got America, who had a good business deal with Canada, my country, to help a pipeline go through that would really benefit America. But Biden comes into office and says, you know what, we're already energy independent, so let's cut that deal off because I don't want to be energy independent anymore. Why? Because Trump made that deal. I mean, that's the first thing he did. Can you even believe that? But instead, he went to Russia and said, you can go ahead and do your pipeline. Why is that? Because this guy's a criminal. And they have so many secrets, and that's what their currency is. Secrets. It's not money. It's secrets. That's what gets them what they need to have done. You know, all this creepy, weird, corrupt stuff that they do, because when you have all the money and you have all the power, you have to go into the evil spiritual aspect of things. That's where they go. Okay? So, anyways, also the Afghanistan debacle that he had there. Okay? Now this worries me because what they're doing right now is well, for one, they left Americans there. They left also a bunch of equipment, you know, billions and billions of dollars worth of war equipment that they can use in that country. What did it do? It created a caliphate, basically. Now, if you look back at Obama and what he is a Muslim. Okay, he claims he's a Christian, but he's a Muslim. His brother's a Muslim, his father's a Muslim, and his brother's an actual terrorist. He's an actual terrorist. And I'm pretty sure he's with the Muslim Brotherhood, but I can't exactly say because I haven't done my homework on that, but I know that he is part of a Muslim organization that does create terrorism. Anyways, okay, so also the American government tried to hide this certain situation. They withheld aid back from Egypt, right? They did that because they wanted to release, or the American government wanted to release 10 Muslim prisoners from jail. And they wouldn't give Egypt aid money to feed their people unless they did that. Okay, now does Biden care about that? No, he doesn't care about that. He's a so-called Catholic. He's definitely not a Muslim. But Obama is. So that would tell me that Obama's running the show. Okay. Also, Afghanistan is a Muslim country. And if you've seen what the kind of things that happened, ISIS was brought up during Obama, all these other things were brought up during Obama. Okay. Now, Afghanistan was left in such, a debacle that it was just crazy how it happened. Okay. They basically said, here, have everything. Let us leave. And that's what they did. They left them with everything. They left them with cash. They left them like millions and millions of dollars of cash, billions of dollars worth of equipment, and it created a vacuum that created another ISIS organization, the Taliban, and other smaller organizations. But they're all Muslims. What I'm trying to say. So, also not only that, you're leaving Americans behind, okay? But then you come and you bring Afghanistan's out, and you're continuously doing that. I watched these flight logs from MonkeyWorks. You should watch them. They're really, really awesome. But he shows you the flight logs of all around the world. Well, they're continuously bringing Afghanistan people, and you know what? If they're truly the ones that are in need, then hey, all power to them, right? But I don't believe they are. Maybe half and half. I'm not sure, because what they're doing with them is different. They're bringing them to immigration sites in America, and they're flying them all around the country, okay? But they're not doing it so that you know about it. They're doing it behind the scenes. They're doing it in secret. They're doing it at 2, 3 in the morning. Like the way they're doing it is just crazy. So that's also bringing Muslims and flooding America with Muslims. And I'm pretty sure Muslim is actually the number one religion that's growing in America right now. So that tells me Obama is also behind that, okay? Now, oh man, it's just so crazy. These are the things that are happening behind the scenes, okay? And we're living in a time right now where just a spark, it doesn't matter what it is, just somebody's decision. But we do know one thing. That America has to fall. And we're about to see that happen, guys. America isn't mentioned in the Bible in Ezekiel 38:39. Why? Why? They're Israel's so-called best friend, right? They don't even put up a protest. Why is that? Because they're inconsequential. Because they're not a superpower during that moment. That moment is soon. Okay? Now, Ezekiel 38:39, there's a bunch of countries that surround Israel. Okay? And they go after Israel. And God actually destroys them. Okay? But Matthew 24 says, nation will rise against nation. And that's what we're seeing right now. I believe this COVID thing and all the mandates and all this other stuff was just to lead us into this, and might even still make a system for the Antichrist later on. But it's more of a smoke show than everything, making you see this so that we're doing this, It's a big distraction. Not saying that that's the only thing for it, I just got over COVID, actually, I think I still even have it right now as we speak. I've been sick for the last few days, but my wife took a test. She had it. And I never took a test because I know I'm sick. She had it. My daughter also took a test. She had it. It's a glorified cold, guys. But anyways, to get off that topic, I just want to say that we're living in a time right now where you have to give your life to Jesus. Because if you don't, these guys are really good at lying. They're really good at buttering things up and oh, no, it's okay. Oh, they're just over at the border there. And if they do a small incursion, no problem. And, it's this, that. But you know what, guys? I know I've seen this stuff before. Every liberal that comes on to be a president ends up in a war. The only one that didn't was Trump. And he's not a liberal. But just think of that. Every president has caused more wars and more wars and more wars. You think Biden's going to be the one that does it? No. He's going to be the one that causes most of them. Or the biggest one. Or the one that's happening right now. Things are happening right now, you guys. And before you know it, this is what I believe is going to happen. I believe that that's going to, the Ukrainian thing is going to happen pretty quick here. I'd say around March, just to throw it out there. But then there's going to be a chain effect of different countries doing different things. There's going to be people backing up Russia. There's going to be people backing up NATO, okay? Or NATO backing up itself. What do you think is going to happen? You think China's going to sit back and watch this happen? No. He's going to be on the side of Russia. Why? Because they want to do as much damage as they can to NATO, because they don't like NATO either, because China wants to go after Taiwan. And they want to freely do it. So if they're going to let Russia do their things first, spend a bunch of money through NATO, then they can easily go down to Taiwan and do as they please, right? That's what I think. I mean, that's just off the top of my head, And so, yeah, people going against people, chain reaction of bigger countries, that's called World War III. Okay, so how is it going to affect you? Well, they're going to say remember I told you in the last couple of videos that they have to make you fearful, right? They have to, or they can't control you, right? So let's make you fearful. Okay, well, everything kind of went sour all over the world, and, we got to blame the Russians, and now the Chinese are involved. We'll blame them too. But you know what? They're also going to, they're saying that they're going to attack us with nuclear weapons, So we're just going to create martial law, and everyone's going to stay in their house. That's it. That's all it's going to take. Everyone will listen. Everybody. When you start talking nuclear war and talking about serious nuclear war that could destroy the world, then COVID actually looks pretty small, doesn't it? And everyone is going to say, oh, wow, yeah, we got to better do what we have to do, because you know what? We put a couple military on this street, a couple military on that street. Before you know it, we're living in a militarized world. And NATO is going to be a militarized section for the Antichrist. Because guess what's going to come out of this? The Antichrist. Because they're going to say, the world's going to say, we're sick of staying at home. We're sick of all this stuff. Why can't we just get along? And there's going to be uprising here, uprising there, people, then civil war. And they're going to be like, and it's going to be crazy. And then someone's going to come and say, look, I can take care of everything. Just do what I say. And there's going to be one leader, and he's going to make things happen. This is our new world we're going to live in, guys. And everything's going to be peaceful, right? But you got to take this mark. You have to. And when you take that mark, that means you're going to worship me. I don't know if that's the exact same scenario, but I just think it through and I can see it happening, you know. And to be honest with you, I didn't put much thought into it. I believe the Holy Spirit helped me out with this one. But I guess we'll wait and see. But the point of the story is here is you need to give your life to the Lord, because you cannot put your faith in a corrupt man. It doesn't matter who he is on this planet. He is corrupt because we are sinful people, and we need to just give our lives to the one and only holy God who cannot sin, you know, and give our faith in him who will come, whose words are truth. He said he's coming, you know. And if we're looking at this and we're close to the rapture, close to the tribulation, but the rapture happens first, then how close are we to the rapture? Very, very close. And you know, there's a lot of people on there, even someone commenting, saying, you can't keep telling people that the rapture is close. Why not? Because it's closer than we were yesterday. And we can see the signs that the Lord told us that we're going to have. Yes, I believe the rapture is close. Why? Because the world's getting worse. As the world groans, that brings us closer to our Lord coming to get us out of here. You know, because he loves us. He loves us. He loves us, the ones who follow him and commit their lives to him, and who have been born again and who have repented, right? So I implore everybody to do that. And you know what? As time goes by, you'll start to see it. You'll start to see all these things happening. We're already starting to see it, but for the stubborn ones, you're going to start seeing these things more and more. And before you know it, you're going to be locked in your house. And you're going to have less food. And your expensive things that you thought mattered don't going to matter anymore. You know? I just hope that you have a Bible in your house, because that's the one thing that's going to get you saved. If you're a good-hearted person, I pray that the Lord helps you with that. But anyways, I'm going to get this website done, and on this website, I'm going to have a video, and I'm going to make it my main video. I believe we're in the rapture, or we're in the season coming up here for the rapture. And I'm going to put a video on there, and I hope that this gets out to people after the rapture. I'm going to put a video on what you should do if everyone has disappeared. You know, if a bunch of people have disappeared and we all know that it's the rapture, what are your next steps? And that's what I'm going to do. But anyways, God bless you guys. I hope I don't get a strike for this. Probably will, but hey. If I do, I'm going to put it on my End Times headline site, because I want this video to get out there, because I believe it's going to happen this way. But anyways, God bless you guys. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.